Welcome back everybody to another Formula 1 Manager 23 video. My name is CringeyJesse and today we are at Jeddah. Second race of this new season, and I did this once last season. I'm gonna show it to you. This I could have sworn that I put these parts on these cars, but apparently I did not. I did not. So hopefully this time around I will be better, do better. There's obviously a lot of things over there to the side that we need to work on. You know, brake cooling, that's almost last. Low speed is slow. Top speed is slow. But other things, just a lot of things we got to work on. But as you can see this time around, it does say 222 for the ones that I made a second one of. And apparently I didn't do that for Bahrain, which I think is absolutely wild because I could have sworn I did. Apparently I didn't. But anyway, we're here in Jeddah. Let's see what we can do. Here comes Pierre Gasly to start the time to beat here in qualifying 1, Q1. And that time to beat is a 128.1. Sophia's going to be 8 tenths slower than Gasly. So better. She's underneath a second to him. Gasly's doing better than Ricciardo, who beat him in the first round. Hopefully with the actual parts on, we become more of a threat. With Pierre Gasly sitting P3 right now, I think it's safe to keep him in, and that's exactly what I did. Sophia Flourish, better second. Improves to P17. She did better than Albon here. Less than a second to the leader. Which if you look at that, everybody's less than a second to the leader, except for Albon, Russell, and Magnussen. Here comes Pierre Gasly with a little pull from Theo Pourchaire to end his first lap. He's going to set the time to beat, and that time to beat is a 128.3. I think that's about the same. He's still on old tires to start his laps. To finish out Q2, Pierre Gasly sitting P8 at the moment, improving his lap time. But by how much? By how much did he improve? Jumps up to P4. I think he's good enough to make it into Q3. Let's go ahead and speed this up. Anybody? No, there's no danger. He drops down to P5, but no danger. Gasly coming around the last turn here in Q3 to set the time to beat, and that time to beat will be a 128.1. These are still the tires, well, old tires, not as old as the very first one. But Pierre Gasly coming around the last turn of Q3 here, coming down to the line, sitting P6 at the moment. Improved Sector 1, but not improved Sector 2. He will jump up to P3 at the moment, though. There's quite a few other people out there, though. Let's see where Ocon is. Ocon's nowhere near. Yeah, no, nowhere near. Nowhere near. Pourchaire sitting P10. He's going to be the next one across the line. He comes around the last corner here. Down to the finish line he races. Across the line he goes. Up into P3, knocking Pierre Gasly down to P4. Very, very unfortunate. Not him. Where's Norris? Norris goes into the pit lane. Leclerc, he'll be coming around next. Verstappen's coming around now. Verstappen's still in second. Perez on pole, unless Leclerc could do something, which he doesn't. He goes into the pit lane. So a P4 start for Pierre Gasly.
It's almost time for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
Pierre Gasly starting P4, if I'm not mistaken, my best start so far since I've been paying attention, I guess. 3 wide coming around the first 2 turns here. Pierre Gasly holding on to P2. And he did it. He's up into P2, P18 for Sophia. She's going to get a lot of nicknames. Sophie, Flo. Anyway, purple sector 1 for Pierre Gasly as he's looking to catch up to Perez, leaving everybody else in the dust. Wonder if there's something we can do here. I'm going to go ahead and ERS our way up there. See if he can do it. Pull it out to the inside. Ah, I thought he was. I thought he was. Coming across the first lap here. Fastest lap will be set by Alonso. Oh, side by side with Perez and for the lead here in Jeddah. Wow, those new parts really came in handy there. Won't lie. Flo even made a pass. She's up into P17. George Russell is also in the pit lane, but he's going to make it out way before Sophie does. Sophie stops and out. 3.1. That is something else I've got to learn how to do. Sophie comes out dead last. 14 seconds behind Russell. 16, maybe 17 seconds behind Albon. Gasly, about 2.5 seconds in front of Verstappen still. And Gasly having another pit stop issue. Can you get the tire on, please? Or take it off. Jesus. 13 seconds. I was joking at the end of the lap. How is that the 5th fastest? There's no way. Well, no one's boxed yet, I guess. Maybe. That's ridiculous. All the way down to 15th. What is our time total? 26 seconds. That is absolutely ridiculous. Back in front of Leclerc. Doesn't look like it. It does not look like we're going to make it back in front of Leclerc. So as someone else we got to fight to get back in front of. Absolutely wild. Than Piastri. Piastri's not giving him anything. So up around the outside we go, passing people in the pit lanes up to 11th as we get in front of Piastri. Bottas doing the same thing. Got Verstappen, Ricciardo all in the pit lanes. We're not going to catch Verstappen. There is a yellow flag though. Multiple cars have crashed. It slowed us down. Oh no. Oh, wait, was that an overtake? That was just an overtake. Had me worried there for a second. What was the crash?
There's been a crash.
Thank you. Okay, George Russell. Who did he take out? Who did he take out this time? Ah, Theo. Verschoor's in the pit lanes as we come around the last turn, around Lance Stroll. Down the front straight, we get in front of Verschoor. And I just said his name. Lance Stroll trying to fight for his spot back. Not going to get it. Zhou Guanyu in the pit lane. Can we get in front of him? It looks like we can. Oh, no, he came out. Came out of nowhere. I thought we had it, but apparently we don't. We do have DRS on him, though. But apparently we don't. This lap. See what all we can do here. Maybe we can get our fastest lap back. Speaking of, let's keep an eye on that, just in case. Charles Leclerc here. And we did it, but I don't know at what cost. Yeah, with no DRS. 2 seconds behind Perez. Charles Leclerc is going to get that spot right back. Keep an eye on the tire wear there, as we do not want it to get in the way. We ended up back in front of Leclerc. And coming across the line in P3 is Pierre Gasly. That pit stop really messed us up. And oh my goodness, we were in the lead by so much, and then we had that 8-second pit stop. Just absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Sophia Florsch will finish 1 spot higher than she did in her first, so good job. I see improvements, and that is all I really care about, as Sophie will come across the line P19 here in Jeddah.
P1, remember to wait 5 seconds and then go.
I didn't realize if you hit the circle button with him getting out of the car, it just skips the podium. I didn't want to skip the podium, but I accidentally skipped the podium. but I will do better next time if we hit podium again. Anyway, that was your Jeddah Grand Prix here in Saudi Arabia, whatever. Max Verstappen is going to win this one as well. Zhou Guanyu will get second, Pierre Gasly will get third, Sergio Perez will get fourth, Charles Leclerc will get fifth, Esteban Ocon in sixth, Valtteri Bottas in seventh, Richard Verschoor in eighth, Carlos Sainz in ninth, Lando Norris in 10th. That rounds out your top 10. Then you have Daniel Ricciardo, Lance Stroll, Kevin Magnussen, Yuki Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri, Alexander Albon, Theo Pourchaire, Mick Schumacher, Sophia Flores finishing one spot ahead of which she finished in the last race, and George Russell. Moving on to the drivers, not a lot has... Oh, never mind, a lot has changed. Max Verstappen in first with 50 points. Sergio Perez in second with 30 points. Zhou Guanyu moving up 3 spots today to get 26. Zhou Guanyu moving up 3 spots today to get P3 with 26 points. Esteban Ocon moving down to P4. Pierre Gasly moving up 4 spots to P5. Charles Leclerc moving up a spot to P6. George Russell moving down 3 spots to P7. Daniel Ricciardo moving down 3 spots to P8. Valtteri Bottas moving up 3 spots for P9. Lando Norris moving down 2 spots for P10. Richard Verschoor moving up 6 spots for P11. Carlos Sainz moving up 4 spots to P12. Theo Pourchaire dropping 3 spots to P13. Lance Stroll dropping 3 spots to P14. Kevin Magnussen dropping 1 spot to P15. Oscar Piastri dropping 3 spots down to 16th. Yuki Tsunoda dropping 2 spots down to 17th. Alexander Albon staying in 18th. Mick Schumacher in 19th. And Sophia pulling out the back. In the constructor standings, Red Bull sitting on top with 80. Alfa Romeo moving up 3 spots to P2 with 30 points. McLaren holding on to P3 with 29 points. Then there's Ferrari with 28 points. So Ferrari, McLaren, and Alfa Romeo right there next to each other. Haas moving up 2 spots to P5. Thank goodness we had 16 points today. Thank you. AlphaTauri dropping 2 spots to P6. Mercedes dropping 1 spot down to P7. That's the lowest I've seen them so far. Aston Martin with 0 points in P8. Alpine in P9. And Williams in P10. And that, my friends, is the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Up next we have Australia. Very, very good outcome for us today. And I was utterly shocked at the difference the old parts had compared to the new parts. The new parts did really, really well, and I hope they keep doing that for us. So yeah. Right now we are in the second ATR period, so I'm about to do some front wing or rear wing. I don't know which one to do first, in all honesty, but I'm about to do one of them, and then parts, just more and more parts. I hope to keep fighting for podiums, and we got 5 more to get by the end of the season, if I'm not mistaken. So look at that. Yes, 5 more to get, and I hope to get them. I do. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If you can't wait for the next video, hit the subscribe button. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys, and I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me while watching the video. And I just look forward to better and better results. Pierre Gasly did great. Sophia did wonderful. She improved over Bahrain, so now she got P19. Let's hope she gets P18. My phone is going off for some reason. I don't know. If you hear the vibrations, I'm sorry. But until next time, have fun.